Series 23A.
Move to approve.
Oh, point of order.
Yep.
You skipped public comment.
No.
No,
I said public
Oh,
comment
did?
3 times.
Sorry, my
Specifically
bad.
for
I was not
you.
paying attention.
You were. Series 2023A.
Move to approve.
Move to approve by Feeny,
Second.
second by Zugami. On the question, hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? So carried. Now move back into
is that good?
the closed.
Mr. President, I move to recess the Board of Trustees.
From Greg.
Still worth the bid.
Where is that?
What? I thought we just did.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's in the
resolution.
What are actual results of the resolution?
Oh, is Greg? trying-
Greg's online.
Yeah.
Yeah, we said yes for a resolution.
Approve the resolution.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
You don't care about the sale of your $12 million bond?
I don't know if it's gonna make a difference. We certainly care.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Are
I,
you okay with it?
Well, I think we should see if
Okay
he
with
has
it.
anything he
Okay.
likes to say or not.
Yeah, great. Yeah, let's put Greg on. Hi, Greg.
Good evening. I'll just quick go through the sale results today. So I'll bring up the report here on my screen. So this is just kind of an executive summary of the bond sale that we conducted this morning. So just to recap in terms of the purpose of the bond issue, twofold. Finances Birch Street improvements, street, water, sewer, and stormwater improvements related to that project. And then also refunded or refinanced the 2 interim notes that were secured to fund a portion of the municipal center project. So a total of 7 bids were received on the bonds. The winning bid came from BOK Financial Securities out of Milwaukee with a true interest cost of 3.32%. The total principal and interest over the life of the bonds came in $1,561,181 less than the pre-sale estimate that we had provided to the village. So very good results. Interest rates over the past several weeks have been remaining stable, and there's been very strong demand for municipal bonds, but limited supply. So both of those factors worked in the village's favor today. So in terms of the other information we attached, we included the bid tab results, which includes the interest rates quoted by all of the bidders. Again, the winning bid was BOK out of Milwaukee. The total bond issue size we're able to reduce by $1,180,000 due to the premium bid and lower cost of issuance. So the final amount that you're awarding is $11,695,000. And then we show the debt service amortization schedule. And as I mentioned, the total debt service cost again came in at $17,093,000, which is a little over 1.5 million less than estimated. The tax impact can show here in terms of the impact of your existing debt and these proposed bonds. So the levy increase is, again, comparable to what we were projecting, but the total debt service cost over the life of the bonds came in less. In terms of the geo debt capacity, you're pretty much kind of right where you've been because largely the interim financing was already counting towards the village's geo debt capacity. So that debt's been accounted for. The new money piece was relatively small. So your debt capacity is right in line with where you were at the beginning of this fiscal year by the end of the year, even with these bonds included. We've included just the debt service coverage for the utilities, just for staff planning purposes. And then finally, as the village has done in the past, a rating was obtained from Moody's Investor Services. The village's current AA3 rating on your geo debt outstanding was affirmed. Keith and Jessica did a great job on the rating call, providing an overview of the village's financial condition and update on economic development activity within the village. So the action item is the resolution to award the sale of the bonds. Again, I'll just remind you that the par amount is less than what was on your agenda based on the final sale results. So it came in at $11,695,000. So with that, I'm happy to answer any questions if you have any.
First, I need to apologize to Finance Director Troutman because that is great news. And for me to even think to try to rush through that and not hear that, that's crazy. And $1.5 million, you ought to be building, you ought to be part of our building committee for our safety building. That's fantastic. Great job. Great job.
We're just really fortunate. A year ago, just under a year ago, so it was end of February, we went out for our bond it was just over $7 million. So that was the streets portion that we could take out before interest rates went up. And we had 5 bids and the interest rate was, I think, 2.6 or 2.3. I mean, we're considering the Fed's raised interest rates 0.75 for the last 4 quarters. We're really fortunate that the interest rate that came in is just 1% over our interest rate from a year ago. So that's pretty exciting.
That's very exciting. Would that 3.4947 still be under our estimate? Would have the high bid, been?
Yes, it would have been still under the estimate.
All 7?
Yep, correct.
Okay, good.
So how does that 3.32 rate compare to other municipalities of our size?
It compares very comparably to where we're seeing similarly rated credits. So I think, as I said in my comments, I think the 2 main factors that have, driven kind of that interest rate environment. It's several. One, the interest rate. Interest rates have remained stable the last couple of weeks. There's limited bond supply, so there's a lot of demand, and I think that's evidenced by the fact that the village got 7 bids. And then, just as important as those factors is the village has a very strong credit rating and a strong financial position, and that has been the case historically over the years. So the village typically does well in the bond market, but a lot of the all those factors combined at a high level is really what's kind of attributed to the successful results that we're seeing today. So I think we expected to see things come in better, but this was certainly well under our estimates. So we're pleased to report that.
Okay.
So how many years they selling it for?
7 bids in total. Yes.
No.
How many years?
How long? How long is?
The bond issue goes out till 2041. So portions of it are, mature at different terms. So the 2021 notes that did interim financing for part of the municipal center project, that was amortized, can be amortized 20 years from the date of initial issuance. So that goes out to 2041. The portion that was issued in 2020 goes out to 2040. The streets portion of Burt Street is amortized till 2041. The water piece was amortized over 10 years. Since the sewer utilities debt service drops off in 2024 and the sewer portion was relatively small, that's paid off within a year. And then the stormwater utility portion was amortized over 10 years. So the entire bond issue matures in 2041, but different aspects of the project are paid off faster.
Okay.
Thank you.
Are you in sunshine right now, or is it a street light?
No, it's just lighting.
Okay. And are you happy with your job?
I am. Thanks for asking.
Well, I know previous to this, you were a village administrator with Red Mountain, or town.
Correct.
And we're going to be looking for a successor to Keith. And I would expect to see your application.
Duly noted. Duly noted.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. Great job. Great job, everybody. So I'm very, very glad you pushed Jessica, because that was very naughty of me
Not even.
to try to push through this. So thank you, Greg.
You're welcome.
Okay. It's a candidate right there.
Okay,
It's a candidate.
I like you're always recruiting.
Yep. If they say hello to me and thank you at Taco Bell, they're getting my card. Doesn't happen often, so.
Mr. President, I move to recess the Board of Trustees meeting until such a time that the closed session items with the Human Resources Committee are completed.
Okay. We need to take action on it, or can we just move back in?
There has to be a vote.
We'll have a motion. Somebody can second.
I'll second it.
Motion by Feeny. He'd already said it. Sorry, Hardinger. And nothing more in the discussion. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? So carried. We're back in with HR joint. All right. Anyway, all right, so we're back from recess. We don't need no gavel. And we are on number 5, new business, correct, Armando? Appointment of building committee for improvements to the public safety building. So this could have been a resolution, or it just could be an appointment process by the president. And we've got several names for this committee, Jasper Hardinger, Steve Cronin. We've got Chief Clay Schultz, Chief Finke. Scott Tatro said that he wanted to be on this committee. And then we have Jim Pinasalt on the committee. And that's who I would like to appoint to that Public Safety Building Committee. And if that flies, that flies. If it doesn't, then we'll have to do some more stuff. But that's what I'm proposing. And I believe, what would we need, a motion for that?
I move to approve the creation of a Public Safety Building Committee to provide recommendations to the Board of Trustees for moving forward with improvements to the public safety building and providing project oversight.
Motion by Feeny,
Second.
second by Wyland. Any more on the discussion?
On the question, do you
Question?
want, any ex officio staff representation on this? or
Oh, yeah,
what?
I talked to you about that. Aren't
Right,
you
but I
normally,
think You should make it clear with the committee.
yeah, aren't you normally always that way?
Well, I'm standing committees,
Okay, so ex officio, we would have Michael and we'd have Keith there.
I guess, okay, I guess by ordinance, the administrator is technically, I guess, an ex officio in any committee, that's true, so. Just thought maybe it might be better to make it.
Yep, that's fine,
explicitly.
that's fine. Okay,
I was just gonna ask if you wanted to have those names stated in your motion.
okay. So, again, go ahead.
Yeah, we should.
Okay, so, I didn't make the motion, but Phoebe did.
So that is Jim Pinasalt, Steve Cronin, Jasper Hardinger, and who else?
Scott
Oh,
Tatro.
Scott Tatro,
And the two
Chief Schultz,
chiefs.
Chief Finke.
Yep. That's it.
Okay.
And we have a second by Wyland.
Yes.
Any more in discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? So carried. I am not there as an ex officio though, right? I mean, I can be, but I'm not going to be. I won't
An
be.
open meeting, I suppose.
Yeah, open meeting, sure. Yeah, that's fine.
You attended up meetings.
Yeah, no, I get too vocal and I'm too loud at that one and I need to just get back away from it. I do.
Wait, you get loud?
Yes, I do. And I will vote for whatever happens. Unfinished business. Update on status of municipal center completion, and we have John here tonight. Is this gonna be now, or are we gonna go into close right away?
Well, I guess, the ability to go into closed session tonight to talk about things that might be, that would be related to the substantial completion certificate and so forth, so.
So should we stay in open session while we get an update? And then
Yes,
go into closed? Okay, go ahead.
I just provided a very brief summary of where we are with the building. I guess one thing that we still are not completed with is the key card access. And there've been some differences of philosophy on how that would work. Initially, we thought we'd be able to use the server with the public safety building, but that's tied to administration with city county data, and we've been steered away from that because we would not have good response on making any changes. It would be more red tape involved, so we're gonna go with the server that we'd already that we have on order to go with our park surveillance equipment. So that's,
So this is with the EMPD or not?
it won't be.
Okay. I thought we were gonna work with them.
Well, again, their building access is tied with city county data, I understand, and that would be more administrative issues that we'd have to go through. And say if we wanted to make a change on access, that would be out of our control. It would be, through city county stuff, and it would be, it'd be some delay,
So EMPD has to go through them to get access?
so I understand.
That's who controls their server. That's how the police departments share their data with each other through the sheriff's department or Metro.
So is there any pain points at EMPD?
It's really more city county IT, because we technically as a village aren't paying for their service, the police department is.
So we'd have to pay for that?
Yeah, that'd be extra administration. And
So we're gonna do this all by ourselves. With, hooked up to no other municipality in the whole area, the whole region. When it's already happening with other,
Well, it doesn't matter who's at control of building access, really, I mean, and we'll have our surveillance system.
I just, in the spirit of, cooperation and.
they were the
not-
ones that kind of, city, county IT, my understanding is, were the ones that kind of pushed us away, saying, yeah, we really don't want you on our server. They're more worried about their secure data getting,
So they're fine with police, but not with another municipality. Okay.
I think it's just the way they,
Well, that said is a little different. Okay. All right. I don't know where we are.
Status of municipals under completion.
Oh, wait, key cards. When is that happening? When are we getting our?
Server up and running,
Right.
so the.
So right now, we're doing manual keys.
Right.
And, by the way, the keys were taken from, the utility clerk. So, just so you know. When can we expect, those, little white dots? Is that what they are? Are they like these?
Bucks.
That's,
It'd be more like a credit card, I would think.
oh, okay. This is how we get into everywhere in our entire company. And then you have access, your level gets access, but they also know when I'm going in there, when I left, when I came, where I went internally.
Yeah.
What equipment I went on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're not getting pucks, we're getting cards and.
Right.
John?
That technology is all the same, whether it's a card, a fob, so you can buy whatever you want.
Where did we buy it?
You have cards coming
But
like that.
their user.
yeah, they're
Yes.
user identified.
Okay.
They'll say when somebody's in the building, what room they were in, great, it keeps track of all that.
Yeah, so if I lose mine or it comes off, they just have to stop me.
Correct.
And yours will probably have pictures on it. Okay, so my question, right? No?
No.
No.
It's not an identifier
It's just a
either?
blank card.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's a blank card, nothing,
yeah.
so my name on it, because they. put
When
it
are
on.
those coming?
I don't know that we have a final date till we get
Do
some.
we have an estimate? Do we have months, 2 months?
It's on the punch list,
At least
right?
a month, I'm guessing.
Okay, because if it gets any longer than that, I would like a key. And I think the board deserves a key.
Hopefully we can find out this week what the ETA will be.
Do we have 7 keys laying around?
This is less of a Myron punch list, this is a.
Yeah.
Village, so they're waiting for us to get that connectivity,
Okay,
so. Because what was originally called out in the plans and specs, we were connecting to Metro.
Oh,
Since we're no longer doing that, Nate's got to get the system up and running here, as Keith said.
oh,
So Myron is done with their work, waiting for us to get that connectivity. And then, so,
so it's on Nate to do what needs to be done. Keys.
yes,
It's not on Myron.
that's correct.
Yeah, and the server was ordered. I just don't know what the.
all right.
What the date is.
Original question for me was, is there 7 keys available?
No,
Could be
not right
issued,
now.
that could be issued, okay.
That we were trying to limit the number of keys and,
But are these, who makes these keys?
well, we have a locksmith we work with, or
The one on Grand Avenue?
I don't know where he is, Roman would probably know.
Who do we use?
No, it's not the one on Grand Avenue.
Who do you use?
He's not there.
Who do you use?
It's brand specific. So this particular brand that's in this building, it's a company out of Stevens Point that we have to go through to get them.
Okay. All right, and, okay,
Because we've been furnished all the keys that were part of the contract.
and they're all do not copies and all that stuff? Yep. I would like one. So, and anybody else that wants one, you can request one. The thing is, when these cards come out, you have to return them. That's the.
We have a log
Right, so that'll
that
be-
has keys and who.
Because, I think the trustees, I mean, would all of you return your keys too? Because then, because the keys can't identify who's who. Okay, good. All right.
Oh, I can order them in the morning.
We would still have keys for our own offices, correct?
Yes, because those are not a key card access into each individual office.
You would have to keep some manuals in case the system goes down, but
Yeah.
the issue is, would the system, if it's down, would it not be able to tell if somebody came in or not with a manual key?
If the system is down, it's
Then
not
I'll-
recording.
okay. Right. Okay. Anybody else that wants one? Ask Roman, but I would want one. Then I'll return it when the key cards come.
I've got 2 months, I think I'm good.
I'll take one, Owen, please.
All right, where are we? John, do you want to do an update?
I think, you wanna move to closed session, so this is not necessarily recorded?
Well, wait a minute. So that was the update? That's the update for open session? It just says six.
I think he
Okay.
wants to, I think the intention was to come back and discuss the,
Lobby?
questions about,
Okay, let's move into closed session.
about substantial completion and so.
Move into closed session, per Wisconsin stat 19.85, parent one, parent E, deliberating or negotiating the purchasing of public properties, the investing of public funds, or conducting other specified public business whenever competitive or bargaining reasons require a closed session. To wit, municipal building contract status, proposal for approval of certificate of substantial completion. Roll call vote, roll call vote. So, moved by Feeny. We need a motion, yep. Second
Yes.
by Hardinger. Any more in discussion? Hearing none. Roll call vote.
Maloney,
Yes.
Cronin,
Aye.
Feeny,
Aye.
Hardinger,
Aye.
Wyland, Zagami.
We're now in closed session. Everybody can